Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jason. You're watching RC Off-Road Racing. Thanks for tuning back in. Oh man, it's been a tough week. Been having some issues with my car, my new daily driver, which is a Lexus ES300 that I got about a month ago. And when I got it, the guy said the battery was bad, so I bought a new battery. And it lasted about a week before it started having issues where I wouldn't cut on. So I was thinking maybe a bad battery, maybe a bad alternator. I don't know. Took it to the battery guy. He said he wasn't sure. So he gave me a loaner battery to see if the same thing happened. Well, eventually the same thing did happen. Apparently, if I'm driving it, it's putting enough charge into it where it'll start one more time, but it's not getting it up to or keeping it at full charge. So I just ordered a new one online for about 230 bucks. Be bought here in a day or two. And I'm gonna get that put in. But anyway, I've also been doing a little work on the RC cars. You know, the bodies I run, you know, I don't get them professionally painted. That's just a lot of money extra, you know. I feel like at some point I probably will, but as for now, I like to do my own paint jobs, and I want to show y'all, you know, the ones I painted myself, and what I'm running now, and what the new one looks like. I don't think I did too bad, but I know where I could have done better. I did it quick. I'm kind of a guy that rushes things because, you know, the importance of it. I want it to look good, right? But it's not going to give me better results, you know. So, and plus I'm, you know, a busy person. So, all right, let's take a look. Alright, so that's my original paint job there, the orange one, and that is a the stock body that comes with the kit, and I do like that body actually better. They're usually pretty expensive when you go try to, if you want to get a new one that's like 50 bucks or more, where you can get the lead finger one for about 30-ish. If you look around, sometimes they'll have shipping with it, like 40 bucks. I don't know. I do a lot of shopping on eBay for RC stuff. This body didn't hold up too well. This one was shoe-gooed. I painted black over it. I don't know why I did that. Just probably so it looked more uniform underneath. Oh no! Well, I painted the windows, and they don't have shoe-goo on them, so I did paint the windows, so I just went ahead and painted it all black after I had shoe-gooed it with some drywall tape. And it's held up okay. I think it's really key to elongate these holes. You see how this one has you know, pushed back. This one, I think I cut it just so it went over the thing, just so it fit right on it. And it's pushed back. So when I run this one, I run a like a little spacer thing. But I mean, that body wasn't bad. My buddy Mike painted this. He did a really good job, actually. But the paint did start peeling pretty much right away there on the sides and edges. But anyway, all right. And then I decided to buy another one, another lead finger body, and I painted it myself. And I'm like, so I picked up a few colors. You know, red and blue. I don't know. I can't ever think when I'm trying to think of the color scheme I want. But I went with these ones, and it turned out pretty good. But this body was bad from the manufacturer. I should have contacted A-Main right away, because before I cut it out, you could see, like, in the plastic, there was like ripples in it. It was thin in some areas. It wasn't. Let me move this ashtray. Sorry about that. It just wasn't. It wasn't manufactured correctly. And the very first time I ran it, without shoe, I didn't have shoe goo. Now I have repaired it with shoe goo and drywall tape. But the very first day I run it, it cracked off right here. This part stayed attached to the buggy. The rest of it came off. Well, I guess maybe it didn't come off completely because this one was still on, but it broke away from you know, this portion. So I literally shoe-gooed that back on. Shoe-goo is great, man. Now this body doesn't work perfect, and hold on a second, let me show you another one that I shoe-gooed back together. All right, this is a body I don't really use anymore. I might use it for practice. It's a Mugen body. It does fit on my Serpent, so I might use it as practice body for that. But I really need to get a Nitro Serpent body new, so I can either paint it or have it painted, which means I'll probably paint it. But anyway, this one had a pretty severe crack right there. That cracked all the way in half, so it was like flapping. Shoe-gooed it, haven't had another problem. Now you can see the shoe-goo through the from the exterior, and it looks disgusting, guys, but these things go through a lot when they're out there in the dirt all the time. It's hard to keep them clean, so I just kind of put it on my little wall here, which is this is, let me see why I'm back there. Let me back up. This is kind of my the few awards I've won. I got a first in e-truggy and first in sports and ebuggy in the King of the Mountains, which was WCRC and Red Brush. So that was pretty cool. Red Brush, that was a 10 scale indoor carpet. I got third place at the first year he ran it at one of the trophy races. In that one, I got second at Zoo City with the 811 truggy with the bruggy body. This is another practice body that I got. It's actually a TLR body, and I use it. It fits on my Serpent. The sides actually kind of tuck in to the side rail, the side plastic rails, but it don't look bad, and it does the purpose. Good for practice. Because I'm always wondering how, you know, these guys that keep their race bodies looking real nice, and I think it's got to be because they only use it in the main, you know. Or they just drive a lot better than me. Who knows? All right, last thing before I show you guys the new painted body is this is a 6-mic, you know, 8-scale wheel that had a catastrophic break, and at the race for the Crazies, which is in February, like early February, and it's usually pretty cold then. That day it was about 40 degrees, was probably the high. So that's why I attribute it to. But what I've done, because these were brand new tires, that was the very first race, even time I even ran them at all. And but I put super glue in the crack, let that dry, and then I put a thin layer of shoe goo around the side, around the outside here, and then on the inside there. And yeah, I probably won't use these as race tires, but I will practice with them. And I mean, if it holds up well, maybe I could use them for race tires, because they're the pink or red compound, which is like extra super soft. So, you know, they could do good in a lot of situations. But all right, guys, on to the main event here. There it is. I don't think it turned out great, but it didn't turn out too bad. I did shoe goo this one all the way everywhere, so we won't have any problems with braking. I had a little bit of orange left, you know, along with the blue and red I used for this. So, you know, actually, and I did have the window masks here on both sides, but after I painted the red, and I tried to take them off, the window masks came off. So this is what we ended up with. I'm happy with it. It looks clean. It's in good shape. So this is what I'm going to run the mains. Right now I got some VP Pro blades on there, brand new, another set. These are great tires. I really like them. When the track is dry and smooth and got a groove, these do excellent. These ones here, these are in super soft long wear. But alright guys, that's what I've been up to. Next up is the truggy body. And also I finally found, I had a shock failure at the last race where I totally, same wreck or whatever that broke the one rim that's this rim here. I also had a shock bend, like completely, it was crazy. So I think I put on shocks in my nitro buggy, but I finally found the shock shafts, which I had a bag, and it took me forever to find them. I finally got them, so now I can get the other ones fixed and put them back on here. although they're the same. But I don't want to have any that are not working. Something about that just kind of irritates me. I like to have all my stuff in working condition. Yeah, the Chuggy here, we practiced with it, and I don't think I raced it, but we practiced with it at G3RC, and we're going to be going there either tomorrow or the next day, and that's in Bessemer City, North Carolina. Awesome track. Come out, check it out. It's actually one of the biggest tracks as far as, lap times go. A good lap time there is like 37. That's like a really, really good lap time. Great and expert type lap times, you're getting down into the 34s, and one guy even hits the high 33s. So I'm not on pace with them guys, but I like to go out there and have a good time, have a clean race is what I strive for, is just to drive the best I can, make no mistakes, go as fast as I can, and hopefully speed will come. Here we are almost 6 years later, and we ain't got there yet. But we working on it, guys. I appreciate all y'all for watching and subscribing. Please leave a like, a comment, and I'll see you guys at a race one day. Later. Hey, one other thing before we go. We got any Serpent drivers out there, or just any experienced drivers, who tune with the bodies they use? I got a question. I really always liked how this body seems to do. This body does not fly in the air as well. And now, after looking at them, and really thinking about it, this one's got the center ridge, which seems like it would kind of keep your vertical position more true to what, the inputs you're putting in. This one, it seems like the car goes up in the air and kind of, it has a hard time reacting to some of the inputs based on the aerodynamics. That's my opinion. I am not a engineer by any means, but I don't know, man. So something I'm thinking about doing with the new one is maybe putting some sort of, almost like a mohawk, if you will, but like a center ridge, just so it's got a little bit more, side to side, steadiness, I guess. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that, because I really think that this body drives better. It's got the lifted rear, which gives you, better traction in the rear, marginally at best, but at least some. But I think this center ridge is what makes the big difference, because I've really never really liked the way these bodies drive, but that's the only alternative body for the Serpent. I wish J Concepts would make one, or just any of the other body, Proline, Raw Speed, any of them. I wish they would try to make another body, or Leadfinger could make another one. This is the only option we have, but maybe leaning towards thinking about maybe for the next time a techno body, because the shape and outline of the buggy, I think it would fit. So I don't know. Let me know if any of y'all have any experience with that and what y'all think. But I definitely think that center ridge is helping this buggy, or helping this body to drive better. Thanks, guys. See y'all next time.